Okay, so I am going to show how to propagate pothos. It's relatively simple. I did a video where I show how to propagate a monstera. So I'm gonna do like 6 clippings and propagate them. And it's getting really long. That's one reason why I'm propagating, because they're getting very long. I just don't want them to get out of control. I will cut this. So how I'm going to do it, I'm going to cut beneath, see this little nod, they call this a nodule, a nod, don't get me the line. I'm going to cut beneath here, okay? Or rather, probably right above, maybe I might cut right above here. I haven't done this in a while. See, it's about a new one is about to grow. Do I want to do that one then? Let's do this one. Oh, goodness. She is. So let's cut her. I'm gonna cut her right here. She got one right there. I know once I cut it, well, let's cut her right here. That's one I'm going to cut. I'm going to stick in. I cut up here, stick in so it could grow the roots. Sweet. Let's do this one. Do this one. Now we gotta cut that one. I accidentally cut one. Oh, but look, I cut one, but it still has a little noddle. So guess what? We're going to do 2 more. Or should I just do 4? Let me do what we have, because I could cut these in like smaller ones. So here now I'm going to take a container. It can be any container. Sometimes I even use jars, like jelly jars, pickle jars, and you're going to pour some water in it. I have water that I like to kind of sit. I don't like to use water straight from the faucet or the hose. Sometimes I do, but I typically like to let the water sit some. And now I'm just putting it, arranging it, and putting the clippings into the container with the water. And I want to make sure all of the nods or the roots of that pothos is in that water, because that's what's going to help it get the roots. So I'm just trying to arrange it. And I have about 4, even though I said I was doing 6, but I have 4. 4, they suggest, is probably the best to have in one container for pothos. I'm sure you probably can do more, but maybe as it gets crowded with more clippings, maybe it possibly affects the way that the clippings propagate, possibly. I've never tried it that way. And also, you can do it where you propagate it while you have it straight in the soil. So if you don't want to put it in the water, you can just go ahead and put it in the soil. I just like to visually see the transformation of the clippings as you see the roots grow. That's my thing. So that's what I like. You don't have to do it that way. But this is the way I've done it. I've never done it the soil way. Not to say I wouldn't do it, but I just haven't done it as of yet. So now I'm just going to add some more water to make sure all of the roots get nice and saturated in that water. And I'm going to make sure that I don't have the leaves in there, because we don't want the leaves to get wet and saturated, because we don't want the leaves to be overwatered and die. We want them to live. So I'm going to try to arrange it and pull that out of there just like that. So yeah, it's very easy to propagate pothos. Very, very easy. One of the easiest plants to propagate. So I had to tell this lady that's why I'm actually doing this, because this lady in Lowe's is like, I don't know how to propagate pothos. So I was like, oh man, I have to do a video to show people how easy it is. And this, I'm propagating another one that I accidentally broke while cutting the rest of them. And since it had a root, I just was like, okay, I could go ahead and propagate this too. And I'm using a container that I already had when I brought my bamboo. Save your containers from when you buy plants, because you could use those. So I always repurpose my containers, and as you can see, it came in very handy. Now I did have to put it in the water bottle to hold it up, but yeah, there it is.